Okay. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okie doke. So I apologise if you get a lot of flickering when I move about the canvas. Um, so what do we have? Oh, that's the bottom of his feet. And that is, again, a part of him you shouldn't see unless he had a hideous accident and lost his leg. So I think we'll just make that the dark leg base colour. Oh, blimey, I've added a note. One of those features that I've never used. Let's delete it. Delete note, yes. Actually, now's a good time to save because I won't want to lose all this. You've got to save regularly, folks. Right, okay, so let's... there you go, yeah, that's lovely. Bottom of the shoe could probably be that same colour, actually. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. It's a dark grey. No, I'm actually going to make it this dark grey. It's marginally different, but I don't want to be seen to be being lazy, so... There you go. You probably can't see any difference on the video, but at least I can sleep tonight knowing I did that, so... Again, I'm going to remove his neck. This is the texture that if he was decapitated, again in some hideous accident, that's what you would see. But you wouldn't really see much flesh on so in a spacesuit, otherwise it would be the worst spacesuit ever. Wow, okay, well it's probably hard to visualize. You know what, actually, I think what I might just do for the benefit of this video is just add a bit of a colour. Just a coloured layer to the background, just so you can see the borders. Let's give it a blue colour, something not too dazzling. Okay, so that you can see the transparent areas. So we have the torso, the legs. Nope, that's the arms, and the legs. So it looks a bit of a kind of grayscale mishmash, but it's there. It's organised. It's doing what it should at this stage, so that's good. I'm going to leave the head, and the benefit of this is that you will be able to swap the head for maybe an existing character. I'm going to add a bit of a space helmet. I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to turn out, but you know, we'll see in due time. So what I'm going to do now is add some gradients. I'm going to let Photoshop determine. I'm just going to darken my shadow layer a bit, actually. And I apologise if I'm rambling. I ramble a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some gradients coming down, because here's our shoulder pads. You'd never know though, and I just think that I want these to be pronounced. Just imagine, shoulder pads kind of stick out and would cast a shadow down the arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new layer. I'm going to select the arms here. You probably can't see my selection little marquee thing, but it's there. I'm going to do a grey. I'm going to do a gradient to transparent. I'm going to have it black, and I'm going to go down there. Nope, that's a circular gradient. That's not going to do. There we go. Okay, so what I've done is I've just done a gradient from darkness to transparency going down under the shoulder pad. I'm just going to reduce the opacity. Okay, there you go. So now we've got a nice kind of almost shadow. I think it could be a bit too extreme, actually. I think I might have a couple of... I don't know, though. It looks like... yeah. I'll do it again. I think I won't have it the whole arm. I think... Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pull it together. Okay, there you go. I think I'll have it about there. Reduce that opacity. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, that's all right. Right, and I'm going to do the same for... I'll do a little bit on the legs. Not much, just a little bit, just to add a bit of variety. So again, I'll do a new layer, and then there's a little gradient, and then I'll reduce the opacity a bit. Okay, it just adds a little bit of variety there, I suppose. Okay, what I will do actually is I'll just do a bit down the sides here as well. Um, just so where the shoulder pads are on the side, I mean, you're not going to be seeing much of his sides, but you know, just so people can say, reduce the opacity a bit. Okie doke, that's nice. His area here. Oh, I've done. I'm so clumsy today. His chest part comes out and it goes in on his stomach. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do another shadow to indicate there's a bit of an overhang on the part of his armor. And I'll just reduce that a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, we're adding some definition here. This is good. And I think what I'll do is I'll add... Oh my... If I do that again, I'm just going to throw this computer out the window. And I'll hit the neighbour's cat. And I will not be too sorry about it either. I'll just add another bit of gradient here, because his neck piece comes out a bit. So you're going to have a bit of an idea on what you're going to achieve before you jump in. Unlike what I've done, where I've just winged it. Okay, that's alright, that's alright. It's a bit dark, but that's good. Okay, yeah, that's getting there. That's not so bad. And hopefully at the end of this video, with my video editing skills holding up, I'll be able to show you what it looks like in game. I'm going to add a bit. See, I've done it again. But I'm not going to throw the computer out the window. Not today. I'll add another gradient in here, I think. This has to be riveting viewing for those watching. I do apologise. I don't know any decent jokes, so I do apologise. How does that back look? It looks like he's got something on his back, a bit of a backpack type thing. I might add it to it later, but I don't want to muck around too much because, you know, obviously you're paying for the bandwidth that this video is streaming, and you want a quality product. So I don't want to be wasting your bandwidth by mucking around here. So I will leave it at that. I've done it again. I've covered the whole thing in a gradient. I should do a new layer. Okay. I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to try and see what a gradient on these shoulder pads, because these are going to be kind of round, and it'll be nice to see what. And I know that you're not going to get much of a gradient on an area that is like 16 pixels or what have you, but we'll give it a bash and see what we can do. Should I reverse that? Yeah, maybe.